Hello, everybody, and welcome on this fine Sunday morning. Might be afternoon or evening where you are, but it's morning where I am. So, good morning. Welcome to GDQ Hotfix. This is PB Precipice, the show about personal best attempts and showing off what it's really like to watch a speedrun stream. My name is Adef, and I'll be your host as always, but just some few quick announcements before we get underway here. Unapologetically Black and Fast is coming up in this new recurring Hotfix marathon. Black runners are front and center in a celebration of Black joy. The first iteration is running February 12th and 13th for 12 hours a day. Schedule is out now. You can find it at gamesdonequick.com/hotfix. Your subs and bits help support weekly Hotfix content. If you're enjoying Hotfix, feel free to support the channel by subscribing or cheering. It helps put on shows like this one. And alongside our recurring shows, GDQ Hotfix also has multiple week-long events with Frost and Flame Fatales. These women-led events are twice a year, supporting other great charities, so be sure to check out information on that. All these sort of branches of information can be found off of the Games Done Quick website. But gamers, today we are here for PB Precipice. We are here with Reed. Reed, how you doing?
Good.
Good?
I think. Yeah.
You think? Okay,
I
excellent.
think.
So Reed, can you tell me a little bit about, when did you start speedrunning Super Mario Sunshine?
2000 early or late 2017. I did run practice and did runs in December.
Okay, nice.
And yeah, it just kind of set off from there.
Are you Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I kind of improved fast. It took me like 5 months to get like a 117 or 116.
Wow.
Which is really good at the time. So yeah.
What is your, you mentioned 117, 116. I know you have a 114 right now, which is pretty competitive. I'm curious what your goal is with the game.
As in general, my goal is to get a high 113. That's like my definitive goal, because my current PB is actually a year old.
Really?
So, yeah. So I haven't been able to. I've been running the game less, and I've just been focusing on other things. But I've been playing it recently, and I've been getting good runs. And I should be with any run, I should be able to PB, because I've been improved ever since then.
So you do feel like you're in fighting form right now?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Well, that's good for us. And Reed, one final question here is there any segment in the run that you're a little nervous about? Is there anything coming up that you're a little worried for?
Not skill-wise, no, but the RNG levels, yeah, I'm scared of. That's
understandable.
Bianco 5, Deonta 5, Serena 5, and Manta, Serena 1. Those are the levels I'm scared of.
Well, we'll pray for good luck today. Gamers, get ready. Reed, whenever you're ready to do your first attempt, go ahead and get started. And everybody, please enjoy PB Precipice.
Do a countdown?
Yeah.
Me or you?
You can do a countdown, and if you're resetting a lot, you probably won't have to do it every time, but at least this first time for sure.
All right. I'll try to make this one a no reset. So yeah, emphasis on try. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. I can use hacked file, right?
Yeah, I mean, anything that's valid on the leaderboards is valid here. We just have to explain it. Do you want me to, or do you want to?
You can explain it.
Okay, so in Super Mario Sunshine, if you've played the game before, you might know that there are a lot of cutscenes in the first 10 minutes of the game. Notably, there's the cutscene of Mario, Peach, and Toadsworth landing on the airstrip, and then there's like the courtroom cutscene. Basically, there's a ton of time where you are not doing anything in this run for the first 10 minutes. And this majorly increases how long it takes to get runs going, because a lot of the harder stuff doesn't start until like 10 minutes in. And so I think 2 years ago now, the Super Mario Sunshine speedrunning community sort of held a vote, and they came up with a decision to allow two things. There is something called Peach File, and there's something called Hacked File, and they are both valid for the leaderboard. Basically, Peach File is this thing where you start right where Reed just started, and right at talking to Peach. Now, the thing with this is, Peach File is possible with just a memory card, because all you do is you just watch the opening cutscene, and then you save, and then you just start the run right there. So you don't have to alter any game files or anything. You just start from right there, and you keep that file around, you copy it to do runs. And that saves 2 minutes or 3 minutes, or no, it's 5 or something.
4 or
Four.
2,
2. So 2 for every attempt, which is nice. You know, cuts down on, you know, reset time and cuts down on attempt time. But this other thing, hacked file, which I believe Reed is playing on right now, is a little more involved. And hacked file involves changing the file so that there is no airstrip cutscene or courtroom cutscene or the flood in jail cutscene. So this does not skip any meaningful inputs, really, like clearing a dialogue box once or twice. But other than that, it changes nothing. The game runs as intended. There's nothing different other than just these first couple cutscenes are not present.
Yeah, I think it stays around like 4 minutes or something like that.
And
watching cutscenes.
Worth noting is you add that time back in. So Reed's splits start at the 5-minute mark or around there to account for this. So Reed is not saving time in his PB over other runners. Rather, Reed is just saving real-life hours of not watching the cutscenes.
Yes.
It adds up so fast.
Yeah. Oh my god. I remember, you know, doing normal file. I would get to this level here, Bianco 2, and if I would get bad RNG on like just grind sessions, that would just be 10 minutes gone already. And it was so bad back then.
You can look at the, you know, sort of the leaderboard and see that, you know, times improved more rapidly after hack file and peach file were allowed. Like, people are just getting PBs more quickly than before, obviously, because they are getting more attempts in than before.
Also, I didn't really talk about what I was doing because we were talking about
Sorry.
Nah, you're good. It's important. Most people don't know it. But yeah, you can skip the first sign of the game. It's not well, it's intended that you can skip it, but like they don't encourage it. And I kind of like that type of game design because it allows speedrunners to go fast and people who explore a reward.
It was always interesting to me that they did this, like put PD at the top, because even in Bianco 1, just because they don't really do anything like that anywhere else in the game.
Yeah, they literally don't. Strange. Yeah, SMS is probably my favorite Mario game out of all of them because it has very sharp movement, very precise movement. And when you get like really good at SMS, like it's so satisfying. Like even when watching it.
Oh yeah, I feel like, you know, one of my favorite things to watch, and also it's just funny that everybody does this, but in between attempts, just parkour in Delfino Plaza.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So gamers, just a little info on sort of the layout that you're looking at. Again, this is PB Precipice if you're just joining us. This is a hotfix show hosted by me, Adef, which features personal best attempts of speedruns. We have Reed playing Super Mario Sunshine. If you look under where it says PB Precipice and under where it says Super Mario Sunshine on the layout, you'll see the estimate is a very specific number. That is Reed's personal best, 1:14.44. So the goal, obviously, is to go faster than that. You can also see this as evidence in his splits, which are below the timer itself. And these include segment times, as well as at the very bottom, his PB. You'll be able to see his delta as we go along, you know, vis-a-vis how far ahead or behind he is. Yeah.
Very important stuff if you're top runner, speedrunner.
Reed, are you using auto splitter?
No, I don't use that. I don't know. It feels satisfying to split when Mario, like, you know.
It is not, and it also, Super Mario Sunshine has such a definitive split point.
Yeah.
Okay, so Reed is doing or is going to set up a trick here, where he's going to skip the cutscene of the little blue coin house coming up here to reveal Rico Harbor. So he is going to spray the third thing of water from a great distance, and then quickly hover slide, just like that, over here, and get back into Bianco Hills as the cutscene is starting. You see this little wonky Mario thing. Basically, the cutscene starts, but he gets pulled into Bianco Hills, and it skips that cutscene. And obviously, gets you back to Bianco. How much time is that? It's like, what, 15 seconds maybe?
12.
12, okay.
Pretty close.
I was just a guess.
Also, a little note, it's gonna be hard for me to explain things mid-level because I have to I have to pay attention really hard for my inputs.
I can keep explaining stuff if you're okay with that.
Yeah. I don't want to be too quiet though because
Yeah, no, of course. You jump in anytime.
yeah, okay. But the reason why I hyper focus is because this game can actually purposefully drop your inputs, and you can avoid that if you press it really hard. Because I have to focus on not tapping the button lightly. Because if you do that, there's a chance that your input will drop, and I really need to avoid that.
Does Reed have a Twitch channel? He sure does. Twitch.tv/Reed_QT.
Yeah.
This guy plays Super Mario Sunshine, Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door, Smash.
Yeah. I'm good at all of them.
He's a god at all of them. He's being very, very, very humble. This is the first big RNG spot in the run. This is Bianco 5. So PD
I can explain
Piranha.
this one.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Bianca 5, it's a terrible level, I'm gonna say that first. For speedrunning at least. He has a lot of spots that he can go to, and you can lose up to 49 seconds if I remember correctly. Max. That or 58, one of the two. And it's just not fun because you can have a really, really good beginning, and then PD's just yeah, I don't feel like it, and just ruin your whole run. For most skill levels, this doesn't really matter too much, but when you're aiming for a really good time, it becomes very annoying quickly because you could be here forever, all day, and just not get a good pattern. And yeah, that's how bad this level can be. When he lands, he has a chance. I forget if it's 50-50. It's some even percentage, I guess, or not even, but down the middle percentage, where he has a chance to throw a tornado. It doesn't lose. I think it loses 2 seconds max, so it's not a big thing, but it does add up if he goes to really bad spots each time and does a tornado each time, and you end up losing a lot because of that. Right now, I'm getting a pattern. It wasn't the best, and I also had a very bad beginning, so this could have been better, but I'll keep going for the marathon.
Let's go.
Yeah, normally I wouldn't continue this, but I want to at least finish one run because I'm also known for not finishing runs. For those who don't know, yeah. That was the best I could explain that level while playing.
I think it went fine.
Yeah, that pattern was not good in the slightest. I lost 20 seconds because of the way he decided to go. So yeah, but I'm still on PB pace. I can easily PB with honestly any run I do.
That's what we like to hear. That's good content. Okay, so Reed has just switched comparisons on his splits. This is a thing you can do in live split.
Oh yeah.
And so he's comparing against Trey Old, which I assume is a PB from average Trey that's a little out of date.
Yeah. I switch to this one when I'm like doing marathons or I just want to finish runs because it's honestly not a bad comparison.
Yeah, the 1:15:54 is still such a good time.
Yeah.
I literally just texted Trey like literally 5 minutes ago, so I'm dying that this is the split comparison you changed.
Now, an upcoming trick, GBS. This level recently it's had a lot of findings in it recently, which is very strange because typically there's only just one way to do it, and that was like really the only way for the longest time. But recently, runners and casters have been like finding really weird ways to get into this hut. The way I do it is suspect to say the least. Backflip GBS. I can't talk right now, but you'll see it.
I got you here.
Yeah.
So Reed is going to use a coconut to clip into the ceiling. And this was a long sought after trick many years ago, but is now so standard. And that is Reed has done the scary version, which is the backflip GBS, which I would never dare. But basically Reed like does a spray backflip, and the coconut lands on top of Mario as he's in like a certain part of the roof, essentially, and clips him in. And then Reed carefully hovers over to the shine. It's like not free. You can't just hold forward. You have to see like, okay, how far back am I, and how much speed do I have? I love this changing layout thing.
I'm really just trying to match the layout so it won't look too bad. I've been trying to actively do that while playing.
It looks good. And the reason Gelato Beach Skip, or GBS, is so good is because that shine, Gelato 8, is present in all the levels. And so if you get it, it takes the shine menu in Gelato Beach over to 8, which means you can just go back 1 to 7. And the goal of any percent is to beat Shadow Mario in every level.
Yes.
Which is shine 7 each. Oh, Reed, I was gonna pog out of my mind if you just did that.
I usually get it, but I think it was marathon nerves.
That double wall kick is so stupid.
Yeah. It saves, I think, roughly like 3-4 seconds. It's called the Feck Strat because the person who found it is named Feck. Or Feck. He's pretty good. He doesn't run anymore, sadly, but he finds a lot of things for this game. And shout out to him, honestly.
You mean Pianta Village IL King? Yeah.
Pianta 6. I got bad RNG there. Oh yeah, one thing I should mention, this game has a lot of micro RNG everywhere. Yeah, this game has just a lot of RNG for like no reason. Fun fact, the main mechanic, Flood, they're RNG. Their water particles are not consistent. So anytime I slide on the ground, which is called the hover slide, sometimes it may not work because of that reason, because the RNG alignment didn't happen. So yeah, this game has a lot of tiny RNG that can just ruin levels.
It kind of makes it a brutal speed game, but it also, in my opinion, makes it a great spectator speed game. Because, like, you know, the run is not sealed until really ever. You could even get Bowser Goop if you're, really unlucky.
Oh god, I forgot. My PB I actually lose 30 seconds because of Bowser Goop on my last split.
30 seconds?
Yeah.
You were on pace for a low 114?
Yeah, and I just got really unlucky.
Oh my god, Reed. I would literally quit. I would quit.
Oh man. I was like really sour about the PB I got. I was like, I guess, sure, like because my PB before that was actually like a mid 115, so it was kind of like I can't be upset about this. I got a 114, you know, but it was also going to be a really low 114. It was going to be a big PB jump, so it was fine. But I can definitely do way better. Oh, fun fact, I actually have the 4th best SOB in the community. So that
Really?
says anything. Yeah.
Also,
4th
SOB
fastest
is not
forward.
what you think. It's some of best.
Yeah, some of us.
Son of a best.
SOB is it's kind of irrelevant. It's not really like something you rely on when you do runs, but it depends on how your SOB forms. Like if you have consistent splits, you can rely on it on a tad bit. But if it's like because there's RNG levels that can rarely give you like the best RNG ever, and long time runners will probably have splits like that are really freaking good. And I might die. No, I'm good. Okay.
Always scary.
Yeah.
For the quick turnaround there when you were being boosted backwards, do you press Y for that?
No, you just hold neutral and he turns around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna actually talk about most runners don't actually know how to back that up. Only like a few do. They like panic and then they just die. It's a thing you gotta just learn or just ask about because it's very because you cannot move Mario like left or right or it's only forward and or just not moving at all, which is kind of silly, but once you get the like hang of it, it's not too bad. But it still can randomly just kill your runs if you're because you get like I think you get like kind of a somewhat a random angle when you get hit by the fire, the goop, so it can be really bad. And you cannot adjust that angle whatsoever. You just got to deal with it once you get it.
Yes.
So I'm like,
oh, sorry. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, so I would normally like explain every level, but I'm kind of like in like PB attempt mode, like hyper focus, trying not to.
You truly do not have to worry about it. It's all
Yeah. Okay. Just make sure.
So there was a question in chat about some of best segments, or just some of best, or SOB. Is basically the collection of the best time Reed has ever played each split combined into one like super run. And so this is sort of reflected by the thing at the bottom of his splits that says best possible time. That basically means if Reed played his best he ever has on all the remaining splits, then a 1:12.52 would be the best he could ever do from here.
Yeah.
Also, that's Yoshi skip. If you've played this level casually, you know that you have to go get Yoshi, find the right fruit, and then come down here kind of slowly and spray the goop away. But you can cleverly clip into the top of that little like mushroom platform. And the load zone is there.
I could have gotten early second.
Okay, so this is like the dumb level in the game. So this fellow here on this platform, he can give an early cycle, which is really good, which Reed almost had, which basically means Reed catches him on the right side, like before the first half of the platform. But Reed did not get it, but that usually you do not get it. And then Reed did this thing where he bounced on the Pianta, which I think is called rat bounce.
Yes.
To make him move.
Yeah. If you get Ramel, you save 20 seconds, something around there, 20, 24. It's not, you don't need it, But if you're aiming for like a really, really good time, it's pretty much kind of mandatory at some point, but it's definitely not a needed cycle in your
You
runs.
can 113 without it for sure.
Yes, for sure. Yes. And actually, I can't talk. Sorry.
Okay.
I want to say so much.
This level is really sick. This is kind of like this is a level that people spend a lot of time grinding individual level times on. It's also just like a sick level to test your stuff. But basically, Reed is freeing all these Piantas and is being like really clever with spray placement to unlock the Pianta before he gets there, because right after you spray the goop, you have to wait for the Pianta to appear. So ideally, Reed sprays every Pianta before he goes over to them to give them some time to appear. So that was like a cool shot over the top where this Pianta appears like that. And that movement is always sick.
I'm getting really unlucky with these water droplets. But yeah, RNG also plays a factor in this game, this level. Not a big one, but it can just ruin it just like that. Not a big deal though.
There's also this thing where like Reed is jumping after spraying, which like insta clears the Piantas.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's
like,
called the
totally
ground
know how
dispense
that
spray.
works.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
essentially, you press R and A on the same frame, and it'll make you jump and spray at the same time without backflipping. Essentially, is what it is.
There you go.
Yeah. We just got Shadow Mario left. Yeet.
This is one of the easier Shadow Marios. But after this will be Honey Skip, which is a stinky little trick that Reed has to go for. It is basically, there is a cutscene when you enter Pinna Park for the first time of Bowser Jr. as Shadow Mario, like kidnapping Peach, taking her away on a ship. It's very sad. It's very exciting. But there was this cutscene skip found by, I believe it was found by Honey. That's why it's called that, I think.
Yes.
And basically you die and enter the cutscene on the same frame. And the game recognizes the cutscene as having been played, but you don't watch it. So I'm just gonna let Reed do this.
Yeah, I got it. I messed up.
It's like a very difficult thing.
Yeah,
It could not be overstated. That is a very difficult trick.
a very finicky trick, and if you're really not on it, you can just miss it and clip out like I did, or just miss the cutscene trigger. It's very finicky, but once you get it down pat, it's not bad at all. When you're not warmed up like I am, you kind of mess up everything.
You're doing fine.
I'm not saying it. I'm right here to show off SMS because I feel like SMS is probably one of the most underwatched runs of like all the Mario games.
It's a great speed run.
Yeah. Like it has really, really nice movement, and it's very like, you know?
I do know. All right, so Mecha Bowser. I don't like this shine, but I like watching it played well. So Reed is trying to set up these like pretty precise shots in order to kill Bowser as quickly as possible. This shine is like stupid hard to do well.
Yeah.
Partly because it is so different from the core gameplay mechanics. Not even to mention Reed just skipped 2 cutscenes.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that. There's a cutscene right before Mecha Bowser appears, and there's a cutscene after you kill him that Reed skips by exiting area as the cutscenes are starting, or right before, I guess. And
Yeah.
it just works. I don't know. It's nice.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird how these you can just pause and like the cutscene skips, but with Honey Skip you gotta die on the same frame, which is strange. I don't I don't know why these two are different, but Honey Skip is like that.
I think it's something to do with the fact that the Mecha Bowser cutscenes. Well, no, the first Mecha Bowser cutscene is also position based. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the Mecha Bowser one, like when you're entering it with
Yeah, that's
hover slide.
position
Yeah,
based. Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Because I was thinking, like, if they're both timer based, then that's why. But the first one is not. So.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that was nice. Reed just skipped having to blow up the Monty mole in there.
Yeah.
It's not a glitch. It's just clever movement.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure almost everyone found that on their casual playthrough, because I did when I was a kid by like complete accident.
I definitely did not. Definitely not.
Yeah. Let's aim for 116 this run. I'm not playing really too well, so let's try to get a 116. I think I can get that.
Nice.
This attempt.
It truly, like, this is not a game that you really do no reset attempts in.
Yeah. Doing no resets of this game is super hard because this game challenges you, challenge your skill and mental. You need to mentally, like, you have. This game messes with you, is the best way I can put it, and you have to mentally be ready to challenge it back. And that's honestly, that's probably the hardest part about SMS, is the mental part of it.
There have been great runners who mentality is their downfall, like getting beat by runners with incredible potential. This run, I don't know how to explain it, but like running this game is so frustrating.
Yes, even dude, it's even like the happiest streamers. They say this game makes them mad. Like,
I do not know why, but it is so aggravating.
Yes. It's just like you pour all your time into it, and then like just some random variable happens when you like that didn't happen in practice, and you're just like, wow, you know, it's random. You don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen.
That was a really nice 8 coins, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
That shine is like really, really difficult.
It's very, yes, especially the last red, or the second to last red coin. You have to like maneuver Mario in such a way that you're always between the gates, so he doesn't clip out or like dangle below it. It's very precise. Like, it's really hard. This level that you.
So Reed is going to attempt to kill all of these individuals. I don't know what they are called. There you go. At the same time, or like around the same time.
Yeah.
The goal being to like not have to watch all these cutscenes and do gameplay in between, because if the cutscenes play one after another like this, there's no in between time and it's much faster.
Yeah. So like you wouldn't have to do this if you kill them all at the same time. Loses 10 seconds each time.
Ooh, I'm loving it.
Yeah, I feel like SMS was created to make the player really mad. Definitely, I'm convinced because Pachinko exists. So.
Actually, yeah, like when you first said that, I was like, I don't know, but then Pachinko and the lily pad level.
Yeah.
Which, like, if you are good at the game or even kind of good at the game,
yeah,
lily pad is not bad at all.
It's not.
But Pachinko is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's weird. You have to really practice it to understand it. Also, 3RG, you can explain
Yeah,
it.
I can give you an explanation on this. Okay, so there is this trick called early Yoshi glitch, or early Yoshi go round, pardon me.
Yeah,
And basically, there is this merry-go-round in Pinna Park that has access to Pinna 6.
yes.
Um, but it was found that even when you're in other states of the park outside, that the merry-go-round is still loaded. And if you get the right color of Yoshi into the merry-go-round, you can still get into Pinna 6. And so Reed is going to maneuver this little stew over and use it to clip through the wall. This trick is like dumb.
Yeah.
But now Reed is going to eat that papaya right after using. You have to use purple platforms here. So Reed used a different fruit to get a platform that would move sideways instead of vertically. Then he needs to eat the papaya he put in here in order to be orange to have the correct color to get into this level. And Reed is doing a version of the trick called 3YG, which is just like a silly name to mean you're doing it in Pinna 3 instead of in Pinna 5.
Yeah. 3RG 1 stew. Because you can use 2 stews, but it's slightly slower. And 1 stew was recently found like 2 years ago, something like that. It's faster. Kind of hard to master, but once you do, it's not that hard, honestly. It's the version of the trick I actually encourage everyone to do, regardless of skill level, because once you get it down, it's really, really easy. And I just did. Oh, yeah, that secret. I don't know. It's hard to like. I know I keep mentioning this, but like once you do this run so many times and like probably like do a lot of marathon runs of it, you kind of forget to like explain certain tricks because they're just second nature to you.
Yeah,
At
and
this
honestly,
point,
like over the top is so. That's like one of the
Yeah.
first secrets that you get good at.
yeah,
Also, that was not a save. That is intended. That ground pound
Ye-
onto the green block. That is intended movement.
yeah. There's 2 ways to do that: ground pound or just literally land on it and spin jump off of it. Both kind of easy. Oh, I messed up. I really wanted to show this.
Oh, the like instant Shadow Mario kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, same way with the, or similar to the like instantly spraying the Piantas. You can kind of do a similar thing with Shadow Mario, where like during a spin or during like a flip out, you can instantly spray Shadow Mario down.
Yeah. All right, Rico.
What's your favorite
Okay.
area?
My favorite area, probably I get that question a lot when I stream. That's honestly a hard one. I think Serena, because I really like how it looks outside of the hotel. It's really
Yeah.
pretty, really pretty. But second to that, Milky,
Nice.
for sure. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah. By the way, I keep seeing people like, oh, what is he playing? I'm playing on Wii, but it's like I'm playing on the disc, not like homebrew or anything. Also, I really messed that up. But yeah, this is all like pure, I guess is one word.
Yeah, this is an actual disc. This is
Yeah.
a GameCube disc just being played on a Wii,
Yeah.
which is a thing that I imagine most people know the Wii can do.
Yeah.
You know, you never know. You never know these days.
Yeah,
Reed.
yeah, you know. But you can't play on GameCube, but it loses time. And that reminds me, there are different versions of SMS, and those versions, the other versions are slower because of Japanese. It loads Delfino very quickly in comparison to the other versions. So like I said, you got PAL or English. Your Delfino area would load like I think like a second slower, something like that, roughly around there, and it would add up throughout the whole run because you constantly go back to Delfino after every shine. So and that's the only reason why JP fast. JP actually has the second fastest language, Italian being the fastest on PAL.
It's because there are less fruits to load, right?
And that's probably part of it. Yeah, there's also other things, probably like sound having to do with it. Because they fixed the sound glitches in well, quote unquote fixed the sound glitches in the US/PAL versions, and that probably makes it take a while to load. Honestly, it's very like intricate. I don't know how to explain it too well, but the fruit speed is definitely one of the reasons why.
I think our boy Trey Old has a video on this.
Yeah.
Also, gamers, you gotta follow Reed on Twitch. I mean, I know I haven't been plugging it enough, but like twitch.tv/Reed_QT. This dude is like you gotta check it out. If you enjoy high tier gameplay, this is your man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. The link is in the chat room. Also, I feel like a lot of people actually know about this like hidden trigger thing.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of people casually did the skip with the blooper over the median.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are these like hidden checkpoints you have to hit for the game to think you completed the race. So Reed just like cleverly touches them and then moves around.
Yeah. It's completely faster to just not get on the blooper.
Thank you to all those who are following him. That is very good. That makes me very happy.
Makes Yoshi happy too.
Yoshi's always happy, I feel like.
Yoshi is definitely always happy.
Oh, I think this is my favorite shine in the game.
Yeah. Oh, I got bad RNG. This crane is RNG, by the way. Honestly, just assume everything is RNG in this game. So that crane has, I think, 3 different speeds it can go at, and I just probably got the worst one because I can't do the triple jump off or double jump off of it. There are ways to identify it before you actually start the level, but yeah. Other than that, this is a very fun level because of the Beyblade, or spin slide, most people like to call it.
Beyblade's the good name.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. So when you're on the ground and you like spin really quickly and tap R, Mario does this, Beyblade on the ground. And if you come in contact with the slope, it'll make him like gain a lot of speed once you jump. And it's really useful for like 2 levels really, but it's still cool.
Rico Harbor is kind of all about like getting to the areas, not with glitches, but like getting to individual areas just without the intended use of something. So like getting into the secrets without the rocket nozzle, or without a blooper, or in Cage Shine Sprite, doing it without the rocket nozzle. Also, sometimes, like, just, in this secret we saw it. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
My god.
My heart actually dropped because I was actually like a pixel off from actually falling.
That was insane.
Yeah. That was probably the closest I've ever like almost died. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Reed, that was disgusting. That was disgusting.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I didn't get it.
Okay, so what I was gonna say. Sometimes it looks like when Reed dives, he goes like so high. How is he doing that? Reed is buffering a spin input, or if you're really cool, a spin put.
Yeah.
And right before he like lands, or right before he jumps, and then dives out, like as the jump is beginning, so it's like spinning, then A, then B, quickly.
Yeah.
And as a result, Reed can get these like really high, far dives.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it a spin jump dive.
Some would.
Oh my god, I'm really being bad at this right now.
Are you like going for screamless?
Yeah, but I'm like missing. I usually don't miss as much, is why I was concerned. It's fine. I lost like, only 20 seconds or something.
116 still in the bag.
Don't worry, next round will be really good. I promise you all.
Oh, it's a promise. Also, something interesting that like has evolved a lot over the course of this game is the routing, even for any percent. Like, Rico is traditionally the second world that you play, but here Reed's doing it third to last. The reason being you sort of want to minimize travel distance in Bianco, or pardon me, in Delfino Plaza, but at the same time, you also like have to be cognizant of the fact that levels only open after a certain number of shine sprites are achieved. And so the routing is just like super interesting. I have not seen this like counterclockwise route for this shine, I don't think.
Yeah, it's faster. It's harder too.
What's on your mind, Reed?
Nothing really. Just trying not to die.
It's a very loud sigh, making me nervous.
No. There's no particular reason. Rico 6 is probably like the most scariest level for me.
Oh yeah.
Even like when I'm not even on PvP pace. When I'm on PvP pace, oh my god, I can't even breathe when I'm doing the level.
Something interesting that is a little gamer hack for those of you at home. Most people do not know this, but in Rico 6, the red coin level, and in any level with loopers, if you are not holding forward, you will not die when you collide with things.
Yeah.
It's very slow, but if you want the baby way, you can just go around real slow.
That is factual. That's helped me not lose runs plenty of times.
Yeah, just releasing forward in time.
Yeah. You got to do it the frame of you touch something and you won't die. And it's very useful, especially if you mess up.
So yeah, Bianco Hills is broken up into 2 segments as well.
Oh yeah. The reason we do it in 2 segments is because of event cutscenes. We want to minimize the amount we get at the beginning, because at some point it doesn't matter, you'll just get them anyway. But event cutscenes at the beginning only happen when something appears in the plaza. Well, that's the only time when they really happen. So let's say example, when you get 10 or 5, I forgot, shines, Rico Harbor will show up and it will always show that cinematic until you clear it. And that's why we do travel skip. So we can clear it and go back to Bianco and the event cutscene will pop up again. I did that while talking. I'm gamering right now.
Oh, gamer. This shine is really cool when done well.
Yeah. I like that people are enjoying my splits. When people come into my stream, they typically like my split name. I'm gonna take this save because I haven't practiced this in a real good time.
Okay, so there's a couple amazing things that happen in there to make the cycle that Reed wanted to make up there. Obviously, those spinning platforms are just on a cycle, but the first thing was Reed did a momentum spin jump off of the first spinning block in order to clear the gap and not wait for it to, ride over. And the second thing was the Y-turn wall kick, which I'm gonna let Reed explain.
Yeah, it's called the GWK. It allows Mario to dive or just, jump the way he's facing. Don't know why, but it's because you're hitting like Y and A like within like 3 frames of each other. So it, like inverts Mario's like horizontal, like I don't know. It's I don't really know how to explain it myself. And honestly, I forget what GWK. Oh, glitchy wall kick. Yeah, there you go. It's glitchy for sure. For sure. I don't know the real reason why he turns like that. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever learned the real reason why. But you press Y and A within 3 frames of each other, he does that. And you can like do other inputs like beat like GWKD, glitchy wall kick dive. So if you press YAB and within like the 3 frames I said, he'll dive instead of just doing normal jump. You can GWKH, glitchy wall kick hover, other cool stuff.
Speedrunning has so many acronyms.
Yeah.
All right, this is one of the biggest sore spot shines for runners. Serena
Yeah.
Beach has 2 of the worst, King Boo and this one.
Yes, for sure. And they're both RNG, and they both can lose a lot of time. This one kind of sucks because it's all just randomness, it's chaotic. I'm pretty sure all of you have played this level when you were a kid and just couldn't handle it. It's pretty much the same thing for speedrunning, but it's just a little more under control. But it's still essentially the same thing.
It's also like physically brutal to spam spray this much.
Oh yeah, yes, for sure. And I just got really unlucky there too, so that's kind of unfortunate. Oh, this is probably the unluckiest I've ever gotten in this level. Honestly, not even kidding with that one.
You hate to see it.
Glad I have it on a run where I'm just trying to showcase the run, honestly.
And not on a
Yeah.
a good run.
Yeah. I'd actually probably try. Yeah, this is why Serena sucks. Because of those 2 levels. They just can punish you brutally. The reason why this level is so RNG is not because of, the Mantis just being Mantis. It's just the strat we use is really dependent on which direction they turn when we spray it, when they burst into like segments. And that's random in which direction they decide to go. And it's a little random. You can kind of manipulate it, but it's not too concrete. And that can really just make you lose a lot of time like I just did because none of them was at, where I was at. They were just doing their own thing, minding their own business. It's not fun. It's not fun. As I lost a lot of time. But I just really got unlucky there. There was nothing crazy about that.
It happens a lot.
Yeah. Serena is probably the most, like, will you PB level? Like, will it happen? Because, like, there's you have to start off with an RNG level. It's like, oh, great, This is really the make it or break it. And, if you make it, there's 2 skillful levels after that. Or, you have 3, sorry. And it's just back to RNG. And it's just honestly not fair.
And it's so late in the run as well.
Yeah, exactly. There's been like theorized routes to make Serena, happen first. But it's not fast. So we don't do it. But it is possible. Oh, dang.
We love bonking the watermelon.
That's the first time I died today.
Oh my god, Mario's dead.
And an ending.
This is the bad ending. Wait, bad ending world record. Read.
Go, let's
56 sub hour.
Oh my people. Oh my. This game is not working with me right now.
Another thing that like I feel like people would not know and is a genuine like thing Reed is taking into account every time he dives is the duration with which you hold A after a dive actually changes how far Mario goes.
Yeah.
Which is not a thing you would think is real, but it is.
It's really real.
It changes a lot.
It does. I've had runs where I like slightly tap it by accident and I die or just lose a lot of time because of it. You really have to like know the level layout to just, you know, even like when you're like improvising movement, when you mess up, you still have to take that into account. Because Mario's rollout is kind of different. As Cheese put it, Mario's rollout in SMS is strong. Is strong. Like he just goes.
Oh, best skip in the game coming up.
Banana split. Oh, yeah, that
you just clip.
Yeah, you
just clip.
You just clip. That's all there is to it. So what you basically have to do is you have to face the opposite direction of that glass wall, backflip, and hold back and press B the moment Mario's at like the max height of his backflip, and you'll just clip through. And you just clip, like you said. You just clip.
You just clip, bro.
This name was, I think, originally called Banana Split or something like that. Banana Split, Banana Clip. But I like Banana Split more because it just honestly sounds cooler and it makes more sense. Splitting with the banana, and I think a banana split is an actual thing.
It is an actual thing.
Yeah.
All right, this skip is actually super cool. This level casually blows. You gotta like play all 3 slot machines, but instead you can just do this.
All in one. No albatross.
And then super scary secret.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the butt side because that's the shot I normally do. Going off with the P. I mean, I'm probably gonna do this on like any run, I'll be honest.
It's fast.
Yeah. Unless you gotta back it up.
Oh my god, the Y turn wall kick. If this man hasn't earned your follow, literally, what are you doing?
I think this is King Boo. Yeah, this is King Boo, as you can tell from my splits. Very, very weird level. If you get an extra cycle, you lose 7 seconds. That sounds small, right? But it's random, so it can just keep happening. And then it adds up. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. This level is kind of bad. Yeah, I think the most someone has ever gone, it was like 7 or something? Like legitimately. Kind of bad.
This level
Good
is
thing
sadness.
about it. Yeah, good thing about this level is that extra cycles, yeah, it's random, but it doesn't happen too much. So it's like you can kind of like project what you can get out of this split, but you know, King Boo can just be mean to you. More things about this level. If you get a fruit cycle, you will not get fruit cycled again. So you can't get fruit cycle, because then that would just end the boss like that. So what the game does is, oh, you got fruit cycle? We'll just give you like a random, like, you know, plot, and then after that you can get a fruit cycle. So you can't just cheese the boss.
And Reed waits for the result to appear, like out of King Boo's mouth, and then he walks under King Boo quickly to reset.
Yeah.
Ooh, so far so good.
Yeah. No, actually. Also, Durian is the fastest fruit to hit him with, because you can just kick it like that. You can just smack it across the room and then it hits him.
After the third cycle, will you kick one at the camera for me?
Sure.
God bless.
Oh god. Good RNG.
Wow, no extras.
Yeah. Come here. Where's the durian? Ah, see. This is for everyone.
Thank you. Get your 3D glasses on.
Oh, whoa.
My man was mashing. Smashing A and B.
I hit the lip of the collision there, so it made him dive roll out, which I was not expecting. Sometimes this game has like very specific collision, and it just makes Mario do unpredictable things like that.
So a fun fact that everybody likes to say about this level is that the Japanese version of the game has a much tighter margin for error than the other versions. So Reed is playing on the Japanese version and has to clear like almost all of the goop.
Yeah, I think 98 or something like that.
Whereas on like the US version, it's much more lenient.
Yeah. And it doesn't help that this version of the game has a goop glitch. That's what I just call it to simplify it. So basically, there's in the Japanese version, well, pretty much all versions, but this version just has a broken version of it. There are 2 layers of goop. The one that hits you and interact with Mario, and just the cleanable version of it, if that makes sense. So let's say I just remove like a cleanable version of like the goop. You can spray it, but it won't go away. It'll just be there, and you can get hit by it and such. But so the texture version and like the hurt box essentially, and they didn't really do too well of a job of like the hit detection on those. So you got to clean both of those, because both of those count for like the clear percent, like in order to clear the level. So sometimes you'll just miss like that layer, which is invisible, and it won't clean, which is the hurt box layer. So you may think you've cleaned everything, but you probably have invisible goop everywhere because of that. And it's very strange. And not fair. You'd essentially have to spray nothing. You would have to spray around until like the level ends, because you don't know where it's at. Sometimes there are visual indicators, but that's like just very small. All right.
Time for Noki.
I was doing a little bit of this before the run or the stream. Let's hope.
Noki is I find Noki to be the hardest personally.
It's definitely the hardest because it's at the end of the run, in my personal experience, obviously. But it's the levels in there are pretty hard, yeah. They're very input heavy in comparison to like honestly the whole game. But I can do them with breeze. I'm kind of shit.
Oh, he's kind of nice with it. Is that Reed saying he's fine, then messing up, letting a little S-bomb loose? Oh my god. Hubris deserves nemesis.
Whoops. Okay, just a little slip up, nothing too crazy. Oh my god, I'm I feel like every level I've done so far, I'm like, it's normal, but I'm just really messing this up once I said I'm good at this game.
How many shines are in the game? There are 120.
Yeah, but I think any percent has 44. I think my memory's pretty foggy.
Like that.
Yeah, I think it's 44. Unless, yeah. Everything is fine.
Everything's fine. Yeah, 24 of the shines are from getting all 240 blue coins. So there's a category in the game called 96 shines, which is every shine, not including the blue coins. The man, the myth, the legend, cited Williams' favorite category.
The only person who plays it. Let's go. Let's go.
Free world record. Okay, so this skip that Reed is doing is pretty interesting. Basically, you place a spring, it gets big, pushes you out of bounds, and then you dive on over to the thing, which skips the blooper fight.
Yes. They actually tried to use blooper 3 times, and we were like, nah, we're done.
Two's fine. Two's fine.
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, SMS kind of has this, not problem, but like, they kind of like to reuse bosses for some reason, and it's just kind of like, okay, thanks. And I'm glad we were able to skip this one because we would have to waste a lot of time.
Yeah, you got to go all the way up there.
And then go back down. And it's like, okay. Fun fact, you can actually pause the game during this time and exit the level. And yeah, I just ruined the run.
Oh my god, he ruined the run.
Yeah, for some reason it doesn't count. It doesn't really take you out the level. It just puts you in the subworld that is, you know, you're intended to go to. It does lose time, so don't do it. But fun little fun fact.
Momentum management is so interesting in the glass bottle level.
Yeah, it's hard, really hard, but it is interesting once you like learn it and just trying to understand it. Why the he him? Because I am a he him.
That's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
That's an answer right there.
Yeah, and I want it displayed.
Get hecked. Because I'm a he him.
Yeah,
That's such a funny way of saying it.
Okay, eel. Eel, man. First thing, I was scared of this boss as a kid. I would always exit level. I would get close and I'm like, no, I can't do this. Exit level. I can't do this. Too scary. But speedrun side of it, beginner, it's really hard. It's like you don't know what you're doing. It's like, oh my god, what am I supposed to be cleaning? You know, but once you do it, you know, enough, like, you know, everything else in life, you get used to it. Still pretty hard. I say it's probably the easiest boss, like hardest boss in the game.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's like, I don't know. It's not hard.
That is such a this level is hard. This is a hard level.
Nah, don't believe him. He's lying. Oh, I missed the tooth. Okay, it's hard.
It's a hard level.
When I will admit, if you're not like, even honestly, even if you are top level, you can easily like really mess this up, and it just becomes like an annoying thing to back up because you lose a lot of time trying to back it up because you have to let his mouth close each and every time you clean a tooth, because otherwise he would just go down and just waste you a lot of time. Yeah, and it's not cool.
He's doing this thing where he like goes right into the lip as the mouth is closing because Reed doesn't want to get swallowed, but he also doesn't want to be outside. Because if he's outside, the eel will go down, and if he's in the mouth, he'll get sucked up and spit out.
Yeah. And what I did there, by the way, was cutscene skip, event skip, something skip. Doesn't really have a name. So essentially, what happened there is Mario's iframes when he's blinking red. For some reason, it doesn't play events properly, and it makes him movable during cutscenes. He's not supposed to be movable in. So we use that to, you know, just to get to the shine faster. It's nothing really crazy. And And it's only really used for this level. Oh, you can't really do anything, do stuff like that in other levels. And that's pretty much about it. But in the English version, oh, fun fact, Japanese version, Mario actually has less iframe time than Japanese or than English and PAL. It's like half a second, while English is a second, if I remember correctly. So it's actually easier to get cutscene skip on English than Japanese. But once you're like, you know, a veteran at the game, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect anything. But once you're learning it, that can really mess you up. Oh yeah, this level is cool because yeah, you have to wait. Essentially a cutscene. That's all there is really to it. Also, fun fact about Petissimo that probably most people don't know. Petissimo has levels to him, is how I like to put it. No one really calls it this, but I like to say. I didn't split for you. So when you beat him with the fastest time ever, he goes to level 3. But if you meet him with like an intermediate time, he goes to level 2. And if you just like barely beat him, he stays at level 1. So he gets harder the faster you like complete the level. Milky Six. Not Fog Burn.
What is that guy's name? The guy with the purple hat? Il Piantissimo. Legend of speedrunning.
Probably the fastest.
I heard he got a 135. This level will never not be impressive to me. It's also like a famous run killer because it's the last like proper shine in the game.
Yeah. Okay. No deaths.
Nice.
Cool. Wait, did I legitimately go that? Wait, what's going on with my splits? Oh, I keep forgetting the split on the splits I need to split on.
Oh yeah, you're one behind.
Oh goodness. All right, we're at the end of the run. That's all that matters to me. Yeah, 43. Oh yeah, 40. Yeah, 44 shines because Bowser's counts. Now we know. Now we all know.
Now we all know. So yeah, once you've done Shadow Mario in each individual world, then you get to Corona Mountain opens. And no, there is no way into Corona Mountain early. Just leave it at that.
You can't. You can get over it. You can get in the the area, but there is no loading zone. So there's nothing there.
Everybody always asks.
Yeah.
They're like, why don't you just clip in? It's like, oh, we didn't think of that. Thank you so much.
Oh no.
Are you gonna do rocket storage?
Yeah. I definitely just didn't die on this level.
No.
I have an opinion on Corona, Fast Corona. I think it's probably really easy than most levels. It's I don't know. The only hard part about it is really the first jump. Other than that, it's kind of just like, you know, you do the dives and not, you know, die.
Reed, I think you are classic for this thing where you say that hard stuff is so easy.
You know, then I'd end up flopping as hard as I could.
This is a hard level. Do not let Reed
No,
lie to
no,
you.
no, 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 no. It's not that hard. It's hard, honestly, especially under pressure. But like when you practice it enough and you just do it, it's like, oh, I'm just pressing B and transferring.
Oh, I'm
It's not
just
hard.
pressing B.
Yeah, like it's
Now the boat genuinely is not hard.
yeah, yeah. It's just obviously when you're first learning it, it's like, oh my god. But you're really just pressing left and right on your your analog stick, yeah. And that's it. Just gotta learn the motion from there, and you do fast boat. And the thing I just did was called rocket storage. So essentially, I landed as the rocket went off, which stores Mario's vertical speed. I think something like that. And I do it twice there, so Mario can just go flying up when I sidestep off. If I move off, it won't work because the game like resets his like speed when you start moving with like without sidestepping. But sidestepping for some reason stores his like speed for some reason. Oh, nice, nice, nice. And I just got bad RNG on Bowser. Here it is for everyone to see.
That was really high goop. What the heck?
Yeah, he did not want me to go fast.
Time is on the last ground pound.
Yeah. Jesus, this is the highest I've ever seen Goop go.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's really reaching.
GG,
What time?
Reed.
Yeah, GG.
We are gonna briefly take our first break, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay, sweet. All right, gamers, we are gonna take a quick wellness break. Get up, stretch your legs, grab some water. We'll be right back in just a few minutes. There will be more Super Mario Sunshine, more Reed, and more PB Precipice right after this.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hot Fix. My name is Adef, and this is PB Precipice, Personal Best Precipice. Just the show all about real personal best attempts and what speedrunning streams really look like. And we have Reed on playing Super Mario Sunshine. We just saw a wonderful no reset run to start off our day. Now we're going to have an onslaught of attempts. But before that, we have some announcements. Stay tuned after this show for It's Dangerous to Go Alone, a show about co-op speedruns. And this Monday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will have Awfully Silly, a show about awful and silly games and showcasing how much fun they can be. And if you are watching on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/GamesDoneQuick if you're interested in looking at our live content, starting most nights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. Also, if you're on YouTube, go into the description and you will find Reed's Twitch channel there to follow him very easily. And I think that's it for announcements for right now. So Reed, whenever you're ready, you can just start doing runs.
Can I talk about something real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
So I was just practicing GBS, and I just spam sprayed the tree like all willy-nilly. I wasn't like trying to do anything, and my coconut just landed here from the tree.
What?
I was like, well, no way, that is because I didn't even go on top or anything. I just spam sprayed it from the bottom, and it landed here. That would be really fast in a run, like really fast.
That's actually incredible.
Yeah, oh my god, I've never seen that before. Alright. Okay. I'll do another countdown, but after this, no more countdowns, so I reset.
Yeah. Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, I'm gonna give one more hacked file explanation for everybody because there's more people here. Does that sound good to you, Reed?
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of people are gonna be like, why is the timer starting at 5:40? Both the splits and the GDQ timer. What the heck's up with that? Okay. So 2 years ago, there was a discussion in the Super Mario Sunshine speedrunning community. And basically, the decision was made that because there are all these cutscenes at the start of a Super Mario Sunshine 80% run, there's like literally so many cutscenes, and there's no meaningful inputs that happen during any of these cutscenes. There's the courthouse cutscene, the flood jail cutscene, there's the landing on the airstrip cutscene. And so the Super Mario Sunshine community decided, well, hang on, we could get way more attempts in if we were just able to, you know, not watch these cutscenes because there's no meaningful inputs and they're slow and boring and we've seen them a million times. So the first decision was made to implement something called Peach File, which is this thing where you start right where Reed just started. And basically the way you set that up is you set up a file, you watch that first cutscene, and then you just save right at Peach. And then when you start that file, you'll be right there. And so you've not skipped any gameplay. And you can just copy that file around. That's Peach file. It saves like watching 2 minutes of cutscenes, which is really great. And that requires no modification of anything. Just bim, bam, boobity bop. You skip the first cutscene. But then they were like, okay, well, we can go one step further. There's a thing called hacked file, which is what Reed is using. And hacked file skips all of those first couple cutscenes. As you can see, Reed is already on the big goopy monster here, even though he just started. And the reason for this is that hack file actually manipulates the game files to remove those first couple cutscenes. But again, this does not skip any meaningful inputs. And you also don't quote unquote save time because the timer starts at 5 minutes 40. You could also just do your whole run and then add 540 to the end. But the whole conceit, right, is that, you know, you're saving real life hours of watching the cutscene, but your PB itself will not be any faster necessarily, because you just add that time back in that the cutscenes skip.
Also, I want to say something. You don't remove the cutscenes. You just flag them as watched.
Oh, okay, so you can skip them by just like pressing A.
Yeah. So you have to still mash through them. The cutscenes are still there. You just have to mash.
Also, yeah, the GDQ timer and the split timer might be like a little desynced at times. It's just because Reed is resetting heavily, and so, you know, it's tough to keep up. But if you want the like definite up to date, here's where the time is at in the run. You can look at Reed's splits below him, and you'll see the 755, whatever, like that number in green is the up to date. Like that is Reed's current run. And Reed's PB, you can always see below the PB Precipice logo is 114.44. He's just playing against some slower splits.
I got a bad RNG. Yeah, this spider, I don't think we mentioned it last time, but this spider is RNG. He can just randomly be anywhere in that area. He can even despawn. So, yeah.
That was a really smart spin.
Yeah. You have to learn to improv that part a lot, otherwise you're going to be resetting a lot, and that was the issue with SMS, this split, and stuff before it too. Quick kill, Shadow Mario quick kill, the Bianca 1 spider, the windmill wall kicks, just trying to be perfect in general. Like, you don't want to lose time in Bianca or early game in general because like it's just unnecessary stuff, and it's something you master right out the gate when you play this game because you do it every time. So it's kind of like when you become like a top level player, it's like, all right, you want to minimize the, you know, in general, honestly, but for SMS in particular, you want to minimize the amount of time you lose in early game so you can have more time to lose later if you're like ever nervous or something like that. It's a strategy that some people do. I do.
It also, like, you know, we talked about this last time, but or last time being in the last run, but, you know, the beauty of hack file and Peach file is like not even so much that it's just like, oh, thank God I don't have to watch the cutscenes. Like literally you are getting more attempts in. And you don't have to be so stressed about early games. You can like really let loose and play really fast. Like the times literally started dropping faster once Peach file and hack file were introduced.
Yeah, it literally was. Because it'll be a broken record, but this game very reset heavy. Players would get tilted because they would have to watch a 6-minute cutscene, and it's just not worth it. I know some people don't like hack file and like, oh, it's just a cutscene. There's other RPGs that have like 20 minutes. Well, here's the thing. SMS, like I said, is very reset heavy. You reset like every like 2 seconds or like playing the game because of a lot of variables that this 3D platformer has. Your water slide cannot work, and then it's just like, okay, well, like why didn't it work? So you're just losing time there, and then like something random can happen, like the spider despawning, you falling off the windmill and having to get all the way back up, which loses honestly like 40 seconds. There's a lot of stuff that can happen, and that is the reason why everyone was very grateful for hack file because we don't have to deal with the first split being as annoying as it was. Still annoying, but it's more bearable.
And it's also, it's a community by community decision.
Yeah, it is. For sure.
So you can be upset about it all you want, but like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's what we all wanted.
Speedrunning is already so arbitrary, right? Like the rules
Exactly.
and when time starts and stops is completely up
It's
for
arbitrary.
debate.
Yeah.
So, and there's obviously, all the people who, especially when it's being discussed, they're like, well, this is such a slippery slope. What's next? You skip all the gameplay? And it's like, no.
No, it's like, that's not the point. we're trying to save our mentality. Like, we're only human. And like, people get attached to games. People love certain games because of what they are. Like, I love SMS because the movement is great. And I really just kind of like doing runs of it. But after, like, when act file wasn't a thing, I just couldn't keep going with the cutscene anymore. Like, I was mentally like drained each and every time I did a stream, and I was demotivated the moment I would probably start running. So it really helped me. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was pretty much done.
There are a lot of runners who like play video games during the cutscenes. Like,
exactly.
Just or read a book. Like, there just
Yeah.
needs something. It's so long.
Yeah,
it's the same every time.
Like Trey, like he does peach foul, and because I don't know why, I don't know his legit reason, but he does peach foul, and anytime he watches the court cutscene, he plays a Zelda game in between or any GBA game. In
Yeah,
between.
he just plays Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah. It is just like, this is how like long they are. Like, you can play a literal game in between these cutscenes. It's like ridiculous. Like, you could take a whole bathroom break in the court cutscene. Like, not even kidding. Probably make you a sandwich. I've done that before, honestly.
Like, I know runners like Nandide and Luigi like sung its praise. They're like, oh my god, like attempts are so much easier now.
Yeah.
It is huge.
Yeah. Like, Diddy said that he probably had more, like, when we were still voting and it wasn't legal yet. He said that he had more hours watching the cutscenes than actually playing the game, because like all cutscenes in general, like, because there's event cutscenes, there's shine cutscenes, cutscenes just like in general. He had more time watching cutscenes than literally gameplay, and that's sad for a speed game, honestly. Like, would you rather watch a game, right? Rather than play the game? Like, that's not fun, really. So it was really nice. It's really nice to have this. Because it evens out pretty well now, and it's more watchable for viewers. I've had viewers come to my stream like, oh, I can watch this game now because it's just not the court cutscene and Flood explaining how to use the machine over and over when you are way past that.
No, I need that tutorial, Reed. I need Flood to tell me.
Use the R button to shoot water. Did you know in the 3D All-Star version, they removed that voice line. They didn't remove it, but they altered it. He says use the button. He doesn't say R button. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so bad.
Use the button.
Use the button. It was so funny. Oh my god. This game is a mess.
I love people coming in chat like, you can't play Sunshine on the Wii. It's like, that's an interesting.
Yeah,
You actually can.
You can, yeah.
There's this
actually faster on
crazy
the
thing
Wii.
called backwards compatibility. It's
Yeah, I know, right?
It's wild.
Yeah, it's not homebrewed. It's from my legitimate disc. Like, I'm playing this from my disc on my Wii with the GameCube ports. Not homebrewed. The button.
Press the button. I can't get over that.
I want to talk about 3D All-Stars a bit. I'm not a fan of that version. I don't mind people who run it. I honestly watch people who run it, but I don't like playing it myself. I think it's really bad in my experience. It has input delay in comparison to the GameCube version, /Wii version. Just GameCube version. It lags more than the GameCube version, and Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was just those two, but there was way more when it first came out. Like it was just you couldn't even play with GameCube controller. You had to use like Pro controllers that has Joy Cons. It was I just couldn't. I just couldn't.
There's also
But
some controller decisions that make no sense to me.
Yeah, like the default controllers that like the controls that they give you when you like first boot it up is so strange. Like I think A was like dive or Y cam or something. I was like, wow, that is strange.
And why did the game only come out for a few months? Like, that makes no sense.
Yeah, like why? You're not doing anything like with GameCube Virtual Console, so why not just leave it?
Dude, I'm still so sour about Mario 35.
Oh yeah.
I love that game so much, and it is gone. It seems like forever, which is really sad.
Yeah, it's like why? Like why even? Like wouldn't that give you more money? Why make it limited?
That's what I thought was what I genuinely thought was gonna happen was like, okay, they're gonna drop it in March, and then in like April they'll be like, oh, now you can buy it for $60. I'm like, gladly, I will gladly pay money for this.
Strange. Nintendo's strange. Like, dude, Nintendo's strange.
They make such interesting decisions.
Yeah. They hate money, pretty much, I feel. Yeah, some Wiis, I think it's Doll 2 or something. Some Wiis aren't able to play GameCube games.
What?
Like the first, yes. So the first Wii that wasn't able to do that was the Black Wii that they first introduced, I think. It wasn't able to play GameCube games. Like it just did not have the ports. When you put in a GameCube disc, it wouldn't load. When you go to the Wii menu or the disc channel without a disc in it, there's no disc or GameCube disc icon. It was all just not there for some reason. Probably they just stopped. I don't know. They couldn't keep producing GameCube ports and stuff like that.
Reed, that was such a nice GBS.
Thank you.
That coconut was so good.
Yeah, I was trying so hard to like keep talking and like try to do it.
I was like, I didn't want to say anything because I was like, oh.
Yeah, Nintendo. I don't really like bagging on companies, but Nintendo's like a multi-millionaire company, and I feel like they've just been really, really lazy with how they're approaching a few things.
Did you just say multi-million year?
Did I say?
I think you said multi-million. Like, I love the idea that Nintendo's been around longer than humans.
Well, if I said that, that's goated.
Goated.
Nintendo's doing NFT.
I sure hope not.
Oh man.
Anyway, how about this run?
Decent, normal.
Decent.
A run I would get. I'm not making that. I lied. A run I would get on normal attempts.
That fetch strat is so good, dude.
Yeah, it is satisfying to get. I hope I can get good RNG so I can showcase the new Pianta one. All right, not the best RNG, but it's hopefully second best. Because there's a new Pianta 1 strat, and it's really fast. And I really want to show it. Alright. Oh, this guy, he messed me. Okay, that was bad. I want to show this strat so badly. It's so cool. Because it's like, it's such a different route compared to just doing it normally. And you save so much time. Like you can get to the chomp before he even like turns like the last chomp. Before he turns that corner.
Why does the I've never understood or rather I've never asked about the pause at the end skipping the flood text.
Oh, it does that because all right, so what's happening there is Flood says something. I forgot. It's like cleaning your dog or something.
Make sure to take care of your pets.
Yeah. And the shine activates once that text box is completely closed. So in order to close it manually, you pause it. And yeah, it spawns the shine because the text box is gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dang it. That's honestly it's like small, but I think it's cool. Like people like finding out stuff. Like imagine like no one knowing that one day. You're like, wait a minute, I just realized the shine only spawns when the text box closes. And then you start looking for ways how to make the text box close faster. You pause, and then it spawns, and you're like, "Oh my god, that's crazy!"
That genuinely, like that moment of discovery is so cool in speedrunning.
Yeah, exactly. That's what speedrunning is such like a big thing, and I wish it was more like mainstream, I guess, because you can learn some like cool stuff.
For sure.
From speedrunning, yeah. Like, and honestly, it's the reason why games are still alive to this day. Like, if speedrunning wasn't a thing, SMS, nobody was gonna remember this game. No one's gonna speedrun it or play it again.
It definitely, I would say that, like, you know, there are people playing it casually for sure, but speedrunning draws attention to older games far more than would have been the case for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know, Kickmaster on the NES would probably be a forgotten game, but there are people that run that game, and it's a sick speed run. Oh, Koopy Inferno done fast is so good.
Yes. It really is so satisfying. I actually almost got so much height and speed that I almost just landed on top of there without GWKDing. And that's an actual strat. It's faster too. You can just land on top of that without doing a GWKD. It's sick.
There's a question in chat about, is it better to play GameCube games on GameCube or Wii for speedrunning? The answer is that usually Wii, but it really depends on the game.
Yeah. I'm glad you knew that answer because most people just say Wii. It depends on the game. So like example, SMS is faster on the Wii, but TTYD can be faster on GameCube. So it varies. But typically, I guess Wii, if you want like a concrete answer. Yeah. But you still should like, if you're like looking for a specific game, you should like ask around in the community. Also, fun fact about the Wii. So the Wii has two modes, a Wii mode and a GameCube mode. Let's just simplify it to that. So Wii mode, it loads things faster, essentially. But when you play on when you play a GameCube game, it loads it on GameCube mode, and so it like loads things slower, purposefully. And I know the reason for that because you know if you load games too fast on GameCube, they kind of mess up. But there's so what I'm saying is basically is because you can actually do that with Nintendo, a homebrew application. You can make a GameCube game run in Wii mode, quote unquote, and the game would load much faster. And I'm sad that Nintendo like just you know then like because SMS would be really fast. Like the time would be like 111, honestly, if they just allowed it. Yeah, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Or should I talk about hero mode?
Oh, I actually, okay, I completely forgot, but I was going to ask you about it in the interview, and then I forgot. Yeah, please tell everybody about hero mode.
Okay, after Pianta 5. Okay. Pianta 5 is one of the levels I really have to focus on because when you talk to them, you have to jump dive in between like when the text box is ending because you get extra distance and height in that, and it's really needed on like 2 Piantas. So I gotta make sure I'm like hitting the frame, aka match perfectly.
So Reed's personal best is 114.44. He's comparing against different splits at the moment.
Yeah, I here's the thing about me. I don't really like looking at my PB splits.
Neither do I.
One, I'm embarrassed by them, and two, they tilt me because my PB splits are actually good in early game.
That's the thing, right? Is like the tilting factor.
Yeah, it's like I just rather not and look at different splits.
It's real, honestly. Like, I don't know, there's sort of, I preach this all the time, but mentality is so important in speedrunning.
Yes.
You're having a positive mentality is often the difference maker between maybe not necessarily getting a good run, but getting several good runs. your mentality is so chief in that. And for me, playing against splits where I'm behind, splits are so arbitrary. Like they literally mean nothing. If you strip
Yeah.
away splits and it's just a timer start and end, like that is just as official as anything else, right? But splits
Yeah.
are good for viewership. It's good for tracking data.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, like I'll keep them around. But like, look, being behind on my splits, even if I know I can still PB, sometimes that is like a mentality crusher.
Exactly. In a way, splits are kind of arbitrary. The only splits
absolutely.
that really matter is just the last one.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can put the splits wherever you want. Like I could split every time Mario jumped if I wanted to.
Yeah, like you really just.
Oh,
could.
jump 1? Oh, jump 50 was really bad.
But like Ada said, it's a real good way to keep data and like keep track of the pace. You know how it's meant to be used.
Yeah.
But don't let it like affect your mentality, because then that would just affect your runs, and that's not good.
Yeah.
That's one thing I actually failed to do when I started speedrunning, because I really had no one tell me that, honestly.
That is not a thing people say, but it is real.
Yeah. Yeah. So you either learn that the hard way by doing it yourself, or learn that the easy way by someone telling you, and you trying to really, challenge yourself not to get mad and approach things healthfully.
And there's also, there are things that splits are very useful for, like Reed said. And sometimes your sum of best can be a really useful piece of information depending on the game. Where like, okay, let's say my PB in some game is an hour and my sum of best is a 59:30. If I've done all that either means one of two things. The fact that my sum of best is so close to my PB. Either I've done a ton of attempts and I have grinded my time so close to my sum of best that it's not very improvable. Or I haven't done very many attempts and I'm just golding all the time. And so like number of attempts plus sum of best can yield really interesting information of like, do I have room to grow or not?
All right. Cat wants to know about hero mode.
Yeah, let's go.
Hero mode is a mod I've been working on for 2 years now. It's a TTYD mod, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door mod, and it's really expansive. It adds a lot, and yeah, it's a harder version of TTYD with new elements in it, a new story, all that stuff. If you want to know more about it, I guess you can go on my YouTube channel.
Yeah, what is that?
I have a trailer. It's Reed. But I know it won't pop up.
I'll find the link and I'll put it in chat.
Yeah. Posting a trailer would help.
Reed SSB.
Yeah.
Let's just say Reed.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I post OST on there, so there's some music on there you can listen to. There's other trailers on there. And yeah, you can learn more about it there. And make sure to read the description on the trailer. I'm kind of a person who does too many things.
I
hate it, but I also like it.
I feel that so hard.
Yeah, it's hard to manage, right?
It's like wearing too many hats.
Yeah. But yeah, most people don't know I'm the quote-unquote hero mode guy. So hi.
Yeah, Reed is a jack of all trades. Definitely a Twitch channel worth following and a YouTube channel worth subscribing to. So yeah, check them out. You can see hero mode progress. The mod is coming along really nicely.
Yeah.
There's like honestly, I've been shocked every time you post like clips or screen caps or whatever. I'm always like, it looks like really good.
Yeah.
Did you have like, dolphin modding experience prior to this?
I've been modding for a decade.
Really?
Yeah, I've been not many people know. I've been here for a good while. I just, never really like posted anything. The first project I worked on was a new Super Mario Bros. Wii project, and it was a one-man thing. It was just me working on it. And that, like, I canceled that because it was just too much, and I was just a kid. I was like 14. So I couldn't do it. But yeah, I've been modding for a good while, so I've had a handful of experience.
Well, it's looking real good, and I'm excited to play it eventually. TTYD is my favorite game, so I'm pumped.
Yeah, 2035 when it comes out.
I'll wait as long as it takes.
You had me at TTYD. Some people are not a fan of TTYD. That's fine. That's fine. Honestly, RPGs is a very like kind of niche thing to get into, and like because it's a different taste of like I guess like you know from different like platformers. It's slow. You have to strategize, use your brain. I know it's different. It's way different. But honestly, if you immerse yourself, it's really fun. It's really fun. Trust me, I can say that. And honestly, I think TTYD is like a good like entry to RPGs. It's not like too hard. You don't have to think too much about what you're doing, and it's really just fun, casually. Speedrunning is a different story, but yeah. So when's the mod coming out properly? I don't have a release date, and probably never will, because I'll just finish it when I finish it.
Yep. ADEF needs to start playing TTYD. I mean, I've beaten the game probably like 8 or 9 times. So I don't know about start playing. I learned the prologue in 2013. No, 2014, I learned the prologue and chapter 1 for the speedrun. And I got okay at it. And then I was like, hang on, I'm never going to be able to enjoy this game again. And so I stopped. And now I just play it once every like 2 years, basically.
Yeah, I have something to say about that, but just give me a moment.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, this game didn't want me to go fast today. I did that in the wrong way. Game, you're being rude.
Solid recovery, though.
Yeah, definitely lost 20 seconds, but it's fine. I'd rather not fall and like actually reset from there.
Right.
But about the ruining the game part, I agree with that for the most part. Like if you speedrun a game, it definitely like gets tainted in some way.
Well, it's at least not the same casual experience anymore.
Yeah, for sure, yes. But I don't honestly. I feel like you still can appreciate the game like from both aspects, speedrunning and casual. Like, granted, I think 3D platformers are different because once you learn the movement, like that's it. Like you're not doing it normally. Like you're not doing it normally. It's over.
After learning to speedrun Breath of the Wild, I can't play the game very normally anymore.
Yeah, like you just can't. TTYD is that game where like it lets you do anything and like it doesn't matter like how long you've been doing it. I feel you can like always like just I don't know. It's hard to explain. TTYD hits that nice spot where it's flexible. Also, this is gonna be really bad. Okay. Sure.
What was that first guy doing?
He didn't wake up, so because I sprayed too fast, so I had to somehow lure him over, but he wasn't coming.
People are saying that like, but the TTYD speedrun is so different than the casual playthrough. But a thing worth remembering is that in 2013, when I was learning the game, TTYD any percent didn't really have any tricks yet.
Yeah.
It was very early days. I'm about to flex real hard here, Reed. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. And I truly I can't take full credit for this, but I'm gonna take a little bit of credit for this. TTYD did not have very many major skips around that time, 2013, 2014. And I was like, hang on, I'm pretty confident you can break this game. I do not know how, but I think it is possible. So I started reaching out to glitch hunters I respected, and I was like, you should look at this game. And then they were like, what should I look at? And I was like, here's some things. And the game was never the same.
All right, you started it. You
Literally,
started it.
Shadow Siren Skip was discovered a week after I told the person who discovered it to go look at it.
Oh my god, that's insane. There's little Paper Mario lore there for you guys.
Little bit of lore. And I will never add anything to the game ever again. Okay, so again, Reed is attempting to clip into the park in one of the out-of-park levels. Or out-of-park segments, I should say.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, this actually looks like so much easier than doing it with the,
Two stews,
yeah, where you have to, like, clip, you know, do the L slide, like, clip in.
Yeah, sidestep. It's clunky, I can say. And it's just not worth it. It's also just slower too, so.
Who's
But
on
the only
mic
time I
with
say
Reed? That would be me.
only time I say it is worth it is if you already have two stews on you. Just do it at that point.
Sure.
Or eat the stew. But that you have to like kind of go out of your way to do that. But it's not too hard. Very situational. Because you can accidentally just have two stews on you. Oh my god.
We love those jumps. Why is this one called Chris?
Oh, I guess a little fun fact about my splits. All the Shadow Mario splits are named after my friends. That's it, really.
Great.
I read it. Wait, I read it. So how are you getting fruit storage? You don't. Japanese version of SMS does not have fruit storage for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it just doesn't have it. And fun thing about Japanese version of SMS is actually the first version of SMS. So they put in a glitch in the other version for PAL and US. I think US was the second version and PAL was the last version of SMS. So strange.
So weird, like, especially early, you know, I would say this is still somewhat early in video games, I guess, I don't know. But, you know, this was before there was much consideration for version differences by region. Or rather,
Yeah.
there was a lot of consideration for it. Whereas nowadays, there are so few differences in version, especially when the game is packaged as one, and then you just change the language on your console.
Exactly. And like online updates and all that.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So-called SKUs, or like different language versions, are not as vast a difference these days.
The only difference, like I feel like modern games, the only difference there will be is text being faster now, or like, you know, in certain games. Because
Right. Less characters.
that is the only, yeah. Blooper.
I think a big part of it too is that, like, you know, back in the day, games would release so much earlier in Japan.
Yeah.
Whereas nowadays, the release is essentially simultaneous. Remember when Nintendo games used to come out like 2 weeks before in Japan? What would be a good beginner speedrun? My recommendation, and this is not everyone's I feel like most people just say, pick your favorite game. My recommendation, based on the conversation we just had, is pick one of your favorite games that is also a speedrun you really enjoy watching, and just give it a shot.
Big agree. Big baby blooper. I actually really love like the some of the enemy designs in SMS. Like mainly the bosses. Like PD Piranha looks very unique. Blooper is not like, it's a different like blooper. Like it's really nice. Like fresh breath, like
Yeah.
of air because just different designs overall.
There's also good, as opposed to SM64, like there's a lot of enemy diversity
Yeah.
from world to world.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like there's pokies. As a kid, I used to call them fake Goombas,
Oh,
but they're called.
the Galoombas.
Yeah. I think they're called stews. The
Oh, the
children-
stews. I was thinking of Galoombas from a different Mario game.
The Loombas is from Super Mario World, for those who don't know. But yeah, even then, that still like applies. Like, they're just like replacements for Goombas.
They were sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, in SM64, it's like, all right, you got Goombas and Bob-ombs and Lakitus.
Koopas too, but rarely.
Yeah, well, they're kind of like not enemies.
Yeah, it's like,
Koopa the Quick.
sometimes I want to race you, sometimes I want to run away from you still. Yeah, you can get up there and start like trigger the race from up there and hit the little checkpoints from each corners. Such movement. Oh no! Oh yeah, I knew that's gonna happen. Yikes. I got bad RNG anyway. Doesn't matter. All right, that level was a flop. Okay. All right, Rico 4. Spin are those things from SM64, right? Like I think they like propel Mario up like he's doing a spin jump. I like those enemies. It's pretty unique. That was a tight jump. I knew that was gonna happen. But I waited to react. Alright, this is gonna be very weird secret because I am not on cycle. Ah! Okay. As long as I don't die, I don't really care. Alright. SM64 was never your favorite Mario? Why is that? I feel like SM64 is everyone's like go-to Mario because it's the first one. And because it basically like kickstarted like 3D Mario and all that stuff. But I can see why. Like it's very clunky, hard to get used to. The camera's not good, especially if like you don't play it too much. Ah. And get. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Oh, get off of me. Oh my god. I've been messing up all day. It's fine. I'm not really playing the PV, I'm just really playing the show to run. I do kind of want to reset this, but I'll wait to do that. Say Wahoo like Mario does it. I think I can. I'm not really good with Mario like Wahoos and such, but I do have like a decent Mario like voice. But definitely not a Wahoo one. Alright, I'll give you like a I want everyone in chat to rate it when I do it. So like 1 to 10, 1 out of 10.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay.
They wanted me to do a Mario voice.
Oh, I want to hear it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll try. All right. Hello, it's me, Mario. Hello, Edith.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's decent, yeah.
I like it. I'm gonna say 9.5 out of 10.
9. That's too high.
Nah,
That's too high.
that's good. Charles Martinet would be so impressed.
I used to be able to do it better back when I was younger, but you know.
Then the old voice drop.
Yeah. It gets harder every time I age.
Reed, I got up to go fill up my water, and I knocked over my cup of water.
Oh no.
And all over my floor, so that's why I was gone for longer than expected.
Nah, you're good, you're good. I wish I was out of the water right now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you guys are giving me high ratings. Oh, that was actually real good. Yeah, being too
I'm
nice.
telling you, it's good.
Nuh-uh. That was
Better
great.
Mario than Chris Pratt. Oh, no.
Yeah, that I can get down with. I've a lot of. I was expecting like 7s. I'll be honest, like 7.6. Oh, there is a 7. Okay, 7.8. I respect that. I respect that.
I'm gonna plop a 3 in chat.
All right, Coco. Ah, I messed it up. Also, I might reset, so...
That actually is fine if you want to reset now, and we can do one more new reset.
Yeah. Wait, I thought we was gonna...
Well, wait, we'll take a break and then...
Boomer. Okay. I'm gonna reset now, actually, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay, then we're gonna take a quick break here, gamers. So stick around. We'll have more Super Mario Sunshine, more GDQ right after this.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. This is PB Precipice, and I'm 8F. We're joined by Reed playing Super Mario Sunshine. We've had some solid attempts so far. We're gonna have one more attempt here, so lock in here. We have some announcements first. Stay tuned right after this for It's Dangerous to Go Alone, a show about co-op speedruns. And this Monday, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will have Awfully Silly, a show about awful and silly games and showcasing how much fun they can be. And if you have any ideas for your own shows or one-off events, please feel free to go to gamesdonequick.com/hotfix and submit your ideas. But Reed, let's get the show on the road.
Yeah.
So yeah, this show is all about PB attempts, so Reed's gonna give it one more go here.
Yeah. Let's try. And you know, if I don't PB, it's fine. I'm here for the ride. Having fun with you guys.
Let's
Wait,
go.
I didn't do a countdown. Whoops. I'm gonna do a countdown. Thank you, Rasmus. All right. 3, 2, 1, go.
GLHF.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not going to explain hacked file this time. I'm so confident that everybody will remember what I said the previous 2 times that nobody's going to be confused. And if somebody's new, the chat can maybe answer.
Yeah, true. But TLDR, hack file, make me go fast.
TLDR reads a cheater.
You're not wrong. Actually, I've never. That's one thing I want to talk about. Cheating. That's one thing I never understood. Like, why?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Yeah, like, why do you want to cheat yourself from like gaining experience and becoming better yourself and like, you know, squashing your own like, you know, goals? I don't get it.
Clout hungry monsters.
True.
I feel like it's really just immaturity.
That too, yeah.
Also, you split.
Oh.
Like, it's like just really like there's no reason. Especially, I'm always so confused when people cheat runs that are like 12th place. I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah, just go the full mile.
Just if you're gonna
get-
go, you might as well go.
Yeah, like come on.
Like cheat the world record. Come on.
You know, don't cheat at all, but like you know, if you're gonna do it,
gonna, you might as well.
yeah, like come on, man. I don't get it.
I agree. It makes no sense.
Mario can fly now. Yes. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the run. It's probably the thing I want the most out of this. If I wanted real attempts, that'd be on my own stream. Cause honestly, let's talk about my reset history. I reset on airstrip a lot. Like if I make one false movement, I'm just like, no, we gotta start over. That's it. It's over. But you know, my first run I actually messed up airstrip and I didn't reset. Just for y'all. Art emoji. Oh no.
What a god.
Also, that being said, I want to check out my reset, like, you know, how much I reset in comparison to finish runs.
Sure.
I know what it's like vaguely, but I know it's really huge. Like it's a big, like, margin. Let me see if I can get it up real quick. Information. Title. That is not title. There we go. So look, oh my god, that is a lot of it.
Wow.
Yeah, I've only finished 134 runs out of that many attempts.
Reed has done 15,514 attempts and has completed 134. But to be fair, a lot of those resets are probably just like the first minute.
Yeah, airstrip.
Like a ton of them, actually.
Yeah. I actually looked at like a graph, I guess, like a pie graph, what it's called.
Pie chart.
Yeah. Yonka 1 and airstrip are my most. Like it's basically filling up the whole thing. It was so funny when I saw it.
Every runner is more likely to reset early game.
Yeah.
Because it feels like then you get the run and you're like, oh, but early game was so bad. But if you have a god tier early game and play bad in late game, you're like, oh, I PB'd, let's go.
Yeah.
What's your favorite episode? What's your favorite shine in the game?
That's a hard one because I hate every level in this game.
Oh, let's go.
Probably Serena 4. I feel like I have fun with just doing the level. Serena 4 or Noki 6. One of those two. The reason I say Serena 4 is because of the butt slides. They're really addicting to do and fun when you get down. So yeah, that's probably why.
Your sum of best is like genuinely really impressive. 111 is cracked.
Yeah, it is. I'm kind of sad for when I took a break because my SOB was somewhere near here. And I was like really on it. Like I was getting real good like early games back then and just real solid Piantas. So I was like always like low 112 leaving Pianta and in like mid Pinna. But then I just had to like take a break because SMS was getting exhausting and now I'm just kind of everywhere with it. So I gotta get back to that point to where I can play it like consistently. And yeah. Because that's when like I'll like probably get a real good time like mid 113, low 113. So if you want to see that, if I ever decide to like keep grinding this game, you know where I'm at.
Twitch.tv/ReedQT.
Also, I'm just really hoping PD gives me good RNG because I'm just playing like a mess.
I believe.
Maybe PD is implant because he has a belly button. Huh. I've never thought about that. It's a good observation, honestly. this hacking song. Which one? The secret level. Assuming. That's the one everyone talks about. So I'm just. Honestly, I think Rico Harbor probably has like one of the best like soundtrack in the game.
Ba, ba, na, 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 na.
I also just love the beginning, like in headphones. It's just really
Oh yeah,
satisfying. Yeah, this is a no reset.
I think like
I read that correctly.
secret favorite song in this game is Inside the Hotel in Serena Beach.
Oh yeah, for sure. I always say Bianco Hills is underrated.
I
Like
would agree with that.
yeah, it's like bare bones. You're just listening to it, but like if you like get headphones and then like actually listen to it, it's like wow, they really went off. Oh, nice back edge. That was not expected.
Outside the Hotel is pretty goated too, honestly.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the most TTYD feeling song in the game.
I need to make a tier list of like songs, the best songs in this game.
That's YouTube content, baby.
Honestly. So TLDR, hack file makes me skip cutscenes, the first 3 cutscenes, without having to watch them. Because they save IRL time. And, you know, yeah. Pretty much what it is.
There you go.
There's also another method called peach file where it only skips 1 cutscene. Or, no, it skips the first 2, and you have to watch the chorus cutscene. Which loses you, I think, 3 minutes in comparison to hack file. Real time.
I believe in PD Piranha.
I honestly don't.
What's Reed's Twitch? Twitch.tv/Reed_QT. If you're not following, you should fix that. Because it's bad for your health to not be following.
Yeah. I do SMS runs. I do I do TTYD runs. And I sometimes play Smash because I play that competitively. I don't stream it too often though. But don't worry.
Got the head swing and the tornado.
Yeah. PD, just go down. I'll give you a slice of pizza if you just go down. I hate you. PD doesn't want me to be happy. Please don't give me the worst actually. Okay, good. Alright, this one is gonna be weird because I'm gonna have to like really turn it up when I get out of here. Alright, go up. Go back to the spot you literally were just at. Then I'll consider giving you a hug. Do it. You can do it. Yeah. Alright, I might give you a hug. Depends. All right, this run is really bad, by the way. Like for like my normal like grind session standards, this is awful. Like I think I lose like 20 seconds here in comparison to like my normal runs. Honestly, even more. Oh, more, way more.
It's gonna work out in the end. I have so much faith.
Hopefully.
Your best possible is still low 112.
That is true. I just have to play really good from here. Yeah, 20 seconds. All right, doable. Not like if I just look at like not the big timer, but just like the time loss. This is doable. This is fine. Hitting in fire.
Did you ever get all 120 as a kid?
Yeah, I have, but it took me a really long time.
The blue coins, man.
Yeah, they're something. I kind of appreciate it, but it also is like there's no hints, you know?
Oh, I love
It's
the
just
blue coins.
yeah,
I think it's such a good collectible.
yeah. Like when you finally find that blue coin, you're either like, what? Why? What? That makes no sense. Or you're like, wow, they really put it there. That's cool.
They really did that. For me, it's just the Noki Bay blues, honestly.
Yeah, those are. I was thinking of that too when you said that. I was just thinking of Noki Bay blue coin.
They're so
really
hard.
Yeah, and fun.
Sometimes.
Like it's just yeah. Like when you route them in well, they're fun. I know.
I really just like, I don't know, some of them where it's like mission specific, but
Oh,
either
those
like
ones.
a crack in the wall. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why? Every other level, I'm pretty okay with all the blue coins, but Noki Bay
Yeah.
bothers me a little bit.
Kind of silly. The mission specific blue coins are. I don't think that's a good design choice. But it does make for some interesting bingos for SMS. I will say that.
Yeah, that's true. Good 120 routing.
Oh, so that was a decent GPS.
What is Reed's PB?
You know-
114.44.
Yeah. I was also gonna say I was expecting to miss GBS. Like that's the trick I missed the most in marathons, but I've literally just been nailing it. Kind of weird to me.
Wait, so now you're comparing against Dide's world record?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just everywhere right now.
Did new?
Didn't you?
Trey old? Oh my god, literally Zoomers v Boomers.
I think I have a did old. Yeah, I do. I think this is the one I compare against the most. It's a good, like, decent. Basically, my current previous splits, but slightly worse. No offense to the direct.
Comparing against other people's splits around your target time is a goated strat, honestly.
Yeah.
It like
is.
genuinely, you're like, oh, well, I'm behind them. But it's like, it's refreshing also if you've been stuck on a PB for a while.
Yeah.
You can like play against other stuff.
It's like I feel like if you compare against other PB splits, it's like, oh, this person was like just as bad as I am. Maybe I can.
Maybe I can
know?
get good.
Yeah. That's why I kind of like comparing to others. Like no, like again, no offense to them. It's just like, you know, it helps me play better.
It also reinforces the idea of splits being arbitrary to me. Like it helps my mentality because, you know, let's say I have a 1 hour flat and this other person also has a 1 hour flat and we're both pushing for 59, but I'm using their splits, and like the segments that are bad for me are totally different than the segments that are bad for them. And it's like, oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You just gotta overall play pretty good.
Yeah. Something I'm not doing.
My name is Adef. It's just hard. The reason there's nothing on the stream saying who the heck this voice is because for PV Precipice specifically, we gotta fit like 1,000 things on the screen because we want runner splits to be visible. So there's no indication of who I am, but that's fine because I'm here all the time. But yes, I'm Adef.
AF is cool. He is cool.
What the heck, dude? No way.
Don't you stream sometimes?
Sometimes.
No. Y'all should follow him too. Not just me. He be running this. That's wild. I could never do this.
I thought you meant SMS for a second. I was like, what are you talking about?
No.
My PB in SMS is like a 150. This is genuinely true. My PB in this is my favorite Pentissimo strat. The copy.
Yeah.
The Kakashi style. My PB in 2 players, 1 controller with Trey is faster than my solo PB in SMS 80%.
No.
Because I spent more time on that than on just playing by myself.
Did you hear about hoverless and GBS?
I did, yeah. That is so sick.
it's almost like near any percent. It's like 119 now or something. It's
That's
crazy,
disgusting, dude.
crazy,
So, for those of you
crazy.
that don't know what we're talking about, there is a category in this game called hoverless. And it's exactly what it sounds like. You just can't use the hover nozzle. It's really
Yeah,
cool. I tried hoverless with no practice, no prep, and no information. I think 2 years ago, and it took me like 4 hours. Um,
oof,
but it's really fun. It's a really fun challenge.
yeah,
If you've never seen it, I highly recommend trying it. It does require some cursory knowledge of the game, but it's really cool. Anyway, the speedrun for it has gotten quite competitive over the years. And Gelato Beach Skip, or GBS, which we did earlier to skip a bunch of shine sprites in Gelato Beach, was not possible in hoverless until like literally last week. A setup was found, or maybe 2 weeks ago, by I think a Japanese runner, and it
yeah, yeah.
is so sick.
It's crazy, and it's, I wasn't expecting it, I'll be honest.
No, I just
And
figured it would never happen.
yeah, did you see the new GBS too for like any percent?
No, I don't think I saw
It's
that.
it's task only right now, but if you gain enough speed, you can just clip into the hut without a
What?
coconut. Just
What?
without a coconut, you just get in there. That would save so much.
That, I think that is how people thought GBS would be done before it was found.
Yeah. Nope. Coconut. It's crazy how like I really thought GBS would stay the same for like any percent, like a good while, like a good like forever, honestly. Because SMS is getting to the point where it's like being stagnant. It's not much is changing other than like a few niche movement things and stuff. Like no real big trick, like no real big things finding. Like skipping a whole level or just going to Shadow Mario.
There's still like, I don't know, there's a lot of time to, I mean, I say this as somebody who's not able to do it, but
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people, some of us are getting to like low 111.
Yeah.
A lot. Like 3 people have some of us in like low 111. So like, I don't know, 112 is definitely possible sometime.
Yeah. I'm the highest 111. But
Still
which makes me the
111.
fourth. Yeah, that's true. But I was gonna say something, I forgot. SMS is being cool again. That's really what I'm trying to say.
It is cool.
Yeah.
I believe in the Ramel.
Yeah, it'd be cool if I can get that, honestly.
So again, here in the Chuckster level, Reed is trying to move really tightly to hopefully make a sometimes possible cycle up top.
Yes.
Even if Reed plays perfectly, there's a chance that the guy's just in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do about it.
That wouldn't have been Ramel even if I did get the right angle. So yeah, and I played really good there too. So nothing I could have done.
So yeah, now he's doing this thing called rat bounce, because
Yeah.
the Pianta here can or might not stop in like any of these positions. And so by
Yeah.
bouncing on top of him, it was found that he will get mad at you for a second, but then he won't stop in the next location. So it's kind of a risk because, you know, you have to deal with him yelling at you, but then he doesn't stop. But if he wasn't gonna stop anyway, then you've actually wasted time, but you can never.
Yeah. Also, jumping on him loses 3 seconds, roughly. So it's. I jump on him once, way before like the 3 spots he goes to, because I just like gambling there, because he can just walk all the way. He can. Also, I jumped on him as he touched the spot, so that reset his like time. Oh yeah, every Pianta has like any walking NPC has a timer, and it's random what the timer is. So they, especially if they stop like walking. So yeah, NPCs walking are RNG essentially.
There's so much luck
Funny.
in this game.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, as I was saying, I jumped on him as he reached his stopping point, so that reset his timer, and that's why he didn't move, because he was already stopped. Which makes him not move.
Have you ever accidentally hover slid through the bridge and flipped out of bounds?
Yes.
It's so sad, dude.
Yeah. I think like twice in my SMS speedrunning career.
Somehow, only having done like 10 runs, it has happened to me.
All right, good count to 6 round.
That was really nice. 215. My man's cracked.
Yeah. My PB's 217. Oh, something. I barely got 217. I was like, I popped off so hard. I was like, oh my god.
What's the IL world record?
Like mid 217 or something like that. I have to look back. If it's 219, I'm gonna be impressed. I have to look back. If there's an SMSer in chat and you know the world record, please say it, because I don't know it offhand right now. But it's definitely goated, because Spec is goated. For sure.
They spent so much time on this level.
Yeah.
Why is he going so fast? This is a niche hobby called speedrunning,
Yeah.
where you play games fast.
And I like going fast, so it reflects.
Unless you're talking about just like while he's moving on the ground. In which case, maybe hover sliding is what you're talking about. But basically, like diving on water lets you do this like quick slide, like Reed was just showcasing.
Yeah.
And the fastest way to set that up is you like hover quickly and then dive into your water you just created. Or you kind of like actually spray with the spray nozzle, then switch, hover, dive.
Yeah, because Flood has 2 modes, a sleep mode and wake. When he's on your back and now like on top of Mario's head, water actually doesn't come out, so you have to like spray with him a bit. So it'll work. This might not work. All right, it worked, I think. Honey skip is so scuffed. I can't really tell when I get it sometimes. Okay, I got it.
It's a very scuffed trick.
Yeah. There's only 2. All right, let me clear this out right now. There's only 2 versions of SMS. GameCube, 3D All-Star. There are 3 ways to play it. GameCube, Wii, Switch. That's it.
The developers actually intended for Honey Skip. Yeah, I bet.
That'd be sick if they actually did, though. That's insane. I've been missing the first shot recently, so let me fix that. Oh, that's the worst thing that could have happened there. So Japanese, the rockets work a little different than English. On English, you can shoot through rockets, but on Japanese version, you can't, and they will just collide with each other and explode. And they changed that in the English style version. Also, I'm losing something second.
It's nice how wide the window is for those cutscene skips.
Yeah, it's very, very big window time. You can call that. Oh, I didn't get it.
Best possible time, still 113.
Group.
Actually, the sick part about that though is 113 at this point, obviously pretty unlikely, but PB is still super possible.
Yeah, that's why I've been playing so much, because I can literally just like flop the whole run and still PB. It's crazy. That's why I've been like trying to hype myself up to play this game more.
Right.
Because I'm nowhere near like my potential, like at this current moment. Not because of this run, but like just me in general. I'm not playing too much, practicing too much. But that's fine. I'll get there when it happens. I'm in honestly no rush. I actually regret kind of learning this game too quickly. That's probably the one thing I regret when I first started, because I didn't really enjoy like the journey of becoming good. I just was like, all right, well, I got 116. That's it. I'm goodbye forever. Like I wish I experienced the journey more, because that didn't really help me in like my growth as like a player and a Twitch streamer. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because like for example, Ouija, he was here for a while, and he went through like many like PBs, like, and you know, people were like, oh my god, this kid has potential. But I just like came out of nowhere, got that, and then like just kind of stopped playing. And no, that's not really that interesting, you know. I don't know, at least to me. I just wish I enjoyed the journey more.
It's tough, man. Continuing your mindset and also get the grind set.
Yeah.
No, it's like genuinely tough. And you know, there's always the question of like, did the ends justify the means? Do you feel rewarded for the amount of work that you put in? Nice save.
Alright, my aim input didn't come out. That's one thing I don't like about this game, that I kind of like about Duty All-Stars. I think they low-key added a buffer system in Duty All-Stars. SMS, you have to be like frame perfect if you wanted like a jump. Like just immediately jump. Because I pressed A frame too early there, and that's why I just ran off like that. Because in Duty All-Star, I've noticed that if I just tap A before I even touch the ground, Mario jumps anyway. And I'm like, that's really, honestly, I kind of like it, but it also kind of makes everything easy. Which, I don't know. I don't really care about. I'll be completely honest.
The game should be hard.
Yeah. But your movement is so crazy and satisfying. Yeah, I actually have some people who watch me because of my free running. I say this not as a flex, but sometimes as a flex. And some people agree with me, and by some people I mean the whole community. I have the flashiest movement in the whole entire SMS community. There's other people too, not just me. I'm not just saying this to flex. It's a fact that my movement is just eye candy. Like have, I can't wait there. I hate this. I've been messing up in general, so I don't really mind.
This shine blows.
Yeah. Because like I said, the spam spray is random. Like the water particles that come out of Flood is random. So like sometimes they might not even hit the Snooze Koopa, and they won't wake up because of that. And that's actually what happened with the one in the far back. He woke up late. Very late. Movement, yes indeed. All right, this is the worst run I've had all day. That's sad. Because the first two was like good, decent.
So is in your PB itself, your early game was pretty stellar?
Yeah, and then it gets to like Penna, Rico, you know, it just falls apart, and then you know about Corona already.
Yeah.
Like it just. I picked it up. Coconut is the worst route you can get here, by the way. Yeah, it's bad. Oh, okay. Okay, I make that look easy, but it's actually really hard to navigate through that because you have to be perfect. Because if like you have to put Yoshi in a perfect spot, and I did that very quickly. And if you don't do that perfectly, essentially, you clip out so easily. Yoshi's so finicky in there. I just have a lot of experience, so I just make it look like it's nothing. But it's actually very tight, and I get scared sometimes.
I think it's kind of safe to assume almost nothing is easy.
Yeah. Plan for Asperona. Oh no, I died. What keeps you going? Honestly, probably if you're just talking about speedrunning in general or like just my goals in general, just like my goals, like what I set out for. Like I want to become like top 3 in this game, top 5, and you know, for hero mode, I just want to finish it and make the best experience ever. Like I just want the best, I can do, and see what happens from there. Is the real reason why I keep doing things.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. For a while. It's hard because it's, everything I do, anyone does is like, self-love, like, it's your passion, you do it, and it becomes hard because like financial reasons and all that.
Right.
You start becoming an adult, and it just gets harder to do it. But I think I've been doing a good job of just like juggling everything so far. I wish I could do more, but I'm doing what I can do.
Very respectable. Also, who is that cat?
Wait, is my cat on stream?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I just noticed.
Oh my god. His name is Nipsey. He's sleeping right now, so don't wake him up.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just chilling. It's my house, the family's cat, not mine. He just likes being here a lot for some reason.
It's the chill gamer room. Who wouldn't want to be in there?
Alright, Rico. Also, I'll keep this run going as long as possible. I don't want to be doing it anymore, but I'll keep it going for other reasons. For other reasons. Or I'll try to finish it. Who knows? We'll see. We see how Rico goes.
Very technically, the block ends at 4 p.m., but I have the okay that we can continue through.
Yeah.
So it's really up to you, man.
Yeah. I'll see how Rico goes. Rico is 10 minutes, I think, so that'll be perfect. 9.
Can I tell one of my favorite stories about Super Mario Sunshine?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. It's going to be a slightly bastardized version of the story because I don't remember who it is. But I love the story of how it was discovered that you could kill the blue coin spiders without Yoshi.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. There's there's these spiders in this level, and they they contain blue coins, and you need Yoshi for it. So you typically can't get them until Rico 8. But somebody one day was doing attempts and killed one, just without Yoshi. I can't remember who it was. And they were like, how did that happen? And it was discovered that when you're in the underground section, if you jump and bonk Mario's head in the underground section, you get into this weird state where you can kill the spiders.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know the specifics of it, but yeah, it's strange. I don't know why or how that was found out. Their run probably died on Rico 2 or something. I don't know.
It's so good.
That is so strange. But yeah, if you just jump, honestly, I'm just gonna fucking show it. I mean, show it. Oh, I can't get out of serious. Forget it.
My God, the time loss. It's all right, Reed. I allow myself one F-bomb per week, so it's okay.
I'll be honest with you. Yesterday was very busy for me. So I was out yesterday all day yesterday. I got home at like 12.
Are these Johns?
I was like, oh, wait.
Are these Johns?
No, it's
I'm
not
hearing
John.
right
It's
now?
not John's, but they're justifiable reasons why I'm playing so bad right now.
Sounds like you just described Johns.
No. Justifiable reasons why I'm playing so horribly right now.
I think that's what John stands for.
No. John's are excuses. This is not an excuse.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm wearing my headphones like this because I don't want the dent on my afro. So I like have them dangling at the very back of my like fro.
What a look
like-
that would be, though. Just like a pure like cliff in between.
It looks silly. Oh man. I mean, I could do it for the fans, honestly. Hey, Monado.
It's Monado.
Monado.
You know, Reed, you can still PB on my PB.
True, by like how many minutes?
Let me check on that. Just as a justifiable reason for my PB being bad. I never practiced this game. I only ever was like, yeah, I'll do an attempt just for fun. 153.49.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I don't think I can beat that. That's too good.
Okay, sick. Now, what if I told you that was 120 shots?
You're joking, right?
World record by over an hour? Let's go.
Insane. Oh my god. Heck. Rico 4 is my worst level, by the way, for those who don't know. It's probably my worst secret level I perform at. Like, I just sometimes can't do it. And if I do it good, it's not the fastest I want it to be.
Look good to me. All right, so this question comes up all the time on this channel, and I literally don't know why, because we do, like, GDQ does not do reruns. If GDQ is live, it is live. Like, literally, this channel does not do reruns. It's always so confusing to me. Like, if the channel is live, it is live.
Yeah, and it says live at the bottom of their profile picture.
And also, people saying chat is pre-recorded is a meme. Literally, everything is live. How do you get hover slides so consistent? It's actually a piece of tech that you can get really good at really easily.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's you hold R, so you wake up slide. You quickly press X and then just press it again and press B.
Yep.
That's really it. Yeah, that's not hard. That's like double tap X. You do have to let go of R when you do press X. So. Or you'll just keep flooding, hovering.
Mods are not pre-recorded, but we are predestined. This is a very elaborate task. played. They're trying to make it look just slightly slower. It's like the people who cheat 12th place. Makes no sense.
Wait a minute. I think the last time I was on a hop, I think I wore the same shirt. Cause I'm like having deja vu just staring at myself.
Wait, was the last time you were on Hotfix on my show, or were you on something in between?
Your show.
All right, let me check.
And
I'll
was
check for
this
you.
shirt. I feel.
Sorry for my
I didn't pick this.
technicalities.
No. I didn't pick this purposely. I just. I don't know.
Okay, you are wearing a different polo.
Okay.
It is a slightly darker polo with like a logo on the right chest.
Okay. All right, I guess I'm gonna just start wearing polos when I do GDQ events now.
It looks very similar, but it's not the same shirt, I think. Well, I can tell you one thing that isn't pre-recorded. Twitch.tv/read_QT. Follow this man. Brighten your day.
That's a good idea. All right, let me show the spider dying. This is a lost cause in my eyes.
Okay, so Reed just jumps into the ceiling to bonk his head.
And spider's gone.
It's so weird. The logo on his shirt is being chroma keyed out.
Is it?
No, that's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh! I actually fell for that. Oh my god. I like this GDQ layout. I feel like I made my splits match really well.
It looks good. Man, I love this game.
Yeah.
This game slaps.
Movement is so good.
Schmovement.
That was really like. Oh! There was nothing I could do about that. Oh my god.
That was so bizarre.
The game did not want me to go.
Just so you know, it is 4. It's up to you if you want to continue or not.
I want to at least see if I can gold Manta. And if I
Okay.
don't, I'll call it.
Okay.
Or if I game over here, you know, both works. Both works.
This level, man.
This level has killed many like good runs in the past. Not even just mine, just like a lot of runners in general. Okay, what the heck was it?
some hidden technology that most
Yeah.
gamers would not know about that Reed is actively doing when he lands on these spinning blocks. The block doesn't start moving until Reed is completely still. So he's
Oh
actually
yeah.
pressing B right when he lands so that Mario does a grab.
Yeah.
You can see it a little bit when he lands on those blocks sometimes.
Movement.
Wow, look at that wide turn. That was nice.
GG's, y'all. GG's, y'all. But let's see if I can go Manta. At least that, you know?
So while Reed is closing it out here, I'm just going to give some final words. We have a couple shines left, but this is just a good opportunity.
Yeah.
So a couple quick announcements. So alongside our recurring shows, GDQ Hotfix also has multiple week-long events with Frost and Flame Fatales. These women-led events are twice a year supporting other great charities. Be sure to check those out. Frost Fatales specifically is February 27th to March 5th. You can use !FF in chat or go to gamesunclick.com/framefatales for more info. And after this, we're not done. There's more GDQ hotfix after this. So right after this show, there will be It's Dangerous to Go Alone, which is a show about co-op speedruns hosted by Frozen Flygon. So you got to check that out. It's going to be so sick. It's always a good show. But yeah, so, you know, don't leave when this run is over. There's more comfy gaming content coming up afterwards.
Yeah.
For right now, follow Reed on Twitch.
Yeah, I'm cool, I think.
I think so too. Are you gonna keep grinding this game for a little bit?
SMS, yeah. That's what I've been doing recently, so. Probably not today because I'm tired, but
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
I didn't mean today.
Yeah. Definitely sometime this week.
All right, good luck with the Manta.
Thank you. Manta, why? Manta, be nice, and I'll give you a present for Christmas. I always have these conversations with bosses. Sometimes it really convinces them. Just bribe them. And so why you do this? Pepe said.
It's always such a hard bait when you think you've broken up the last big one.
Yeah. All right, no present for you. You're on the naughty list. There's actually, okay, fun fact. I was like, this was before I think I got a 114. I was on really good PB pace into this level, one attempt, and I clipped through the level from like right here, somewhere like right here. It's hard to do, but I still beat the Manta under there without water refill, and I was really low on water, and I still beat the Manta, and I was still on PB pace. It was crazy.
Epic.
It was crazy. Like because when you clip, you're very far, but not below.
Did you know that Super Mario Sunshine at 8% actually ends at Manta?
Yeah, world record.
World record, dude.
46 or 56.
46. Sick. All right, Reed, thank you so much for being on PB Precipice. Thanks for showing off Sunshine. I know I and all the gamers really appreciate it.
No problem. Anytime.
Any final thoughts?
This was fun. I like being on here. The chat is cool when I'm on here each time, so I like this.
Sick. Well, gamers, you know what to do. Follow Reed on Twitch. You know, check out his socials as well, Twitter, YouTube, for updates on not PB Precipice, good lord, for updates on hero mode and, you know, speed runs that Reed does. And be sure to check him out. I've been ADEF. You'll see me again on Friday for Challenger Approaching. We'll have Star Fox 64 on. But there is more GDQ hotfix right after this, so don't go anywhere. Thank you so much for hanging out, and take care.
Bye bye.
Oh, nice.